Greenland isn't something you casually pass through. It's something you enter slowly. Shaped by ice, silence, and scale, in a place where distance carries weight and nothing moves without meaning. This is a land formed long before borders existed. Inuit cultures have lived here for thousands of years, reading sea ice like maps and measuring time through weather instead of clocks. Danish colonization reshaped governance and language, but Greenland's identity has always remained rooted in land, sea, and survival. Qalerallit is spoken across the country alongside Danish, carrying stories older than written history. And today, the world is watching Greenland more closely than it has in generations, not just for what it represents geographically, but for what it holds, a reality underscored when even global powers began paying attention. Beneath the surface lies one of the planet's most powerful forces, the Greenland ice sheet, holding enough frozen water to reshape coastlines worldwide. Glaciers move, ice calves, nothing here is static. But Greenland is not defined by cold or isolation. At its core, it's deeply human, built around shared meals, small communities, resilience, and a relationship with nature that feels honest rather than romanticized. And that's why one choice here can place you into complete silence, while another reminds you how fragile and small humans really are. In this video, I'm taking you through the top 10 things to do in Greenland, not just where they are, but what they feel like when you're standing there. I'll break down which experiences are about stillness versus movement, deep immersion versus brief awe, and which ones reward slowing down instead of rushing to the next stop. Before this becomes an itinerary, let it be a feeling. Do you want a journey that quiets your mind? Or one that confronts you with scale so vast it gently rearranges your sense of place? Because Greenland gives you both, but only if you listen to what's calling you first. Starting at number 1. Ilulissat Icefjord, Ilulissat, West Greenland. The Ilulissat Icefjord doesn't feel like something you visit. It feels like something you witness. Massive icebergs drift past slowly, calved from Kujalleq Glacier just outside town, cracking and shifting with deep, echoing pops. Nothing moves fast except time itself, which feels suspended. The longer you stand along the shoreline or trail, the more you realize the ice isn't frozen in place. It's quietly traveling, carrying centuries with it. And if that stillness feels heavy, the next place gently opens the world back up. Number 2. Disko Bay, coastal West Greenland. Disko Bay feels expansive rather than overwhelming. You move by boat through open water scattered with ice, with villages and mountains fading into the distance. Whales surface quietly nearby, their presence calm rather than dramatic. The air feels clean and weightless here, as if it's clearing space in your mind with every breath. But if calm isn't quite enough yet, the next experience brings movement back in. Number 3. Nuuk, capital city, southwest Greenland. Nuuk feels lived in, not staged. Colorful houses line the rocky coastline. Cafes hum softly, and locals move with purpose, but without urgency. Museums, art spaces, and food tell stories of adaptation rather than performance. It's a reminder that Arctic life isn't frozen in the past. It's modern, creative, and deeply grounded. And if city life feels too contained, the next place removes boundaries entirely. Number 4. Greenland ice sheet, near Kangerlussuaq. Inland Greenland. Stepping onto the Greenland ice sheet feels unreal before it feels cold. Endless white stretches in every direction with no landmarks or edges, only wind moving freely across the surface. Each step feels deliberate, almost ceremonial. It's one of the few places on Earth where the absence of detail becomes the experience itself. There's no casual wandering here, only awareness. After that intensity, the next experience softens the edges. Number 5. Dogsledding, Kangerlussuaq, and northern settlements. Dogsledding feels rhythmic and intimate. The dogs move together in focused silence, pulling you across frozen land without engines or noise. Just breath, motion, and runners gliding forward. It's not about speed visible on a map, It's about surrendering control to a rhythm older than roads. But if winter silence feels too contained, the next place opens upward. Number 6. Walking on Qalerallit Glacier, Kujalleq, South Greenland. Qalerallit feels like time slowed to a crawl. You walk across ancient ice etched with meltwater and quiet cracks, each step measured and deliberate. The landscape shifts subtly beneath you, reminding you that nothing here is truly still. The clarity comes not from height, but from focus. You don't linger, you listen. Now let's trade ice for water again. Now let's leave solid ground behind and return to the rhythm of water. Number 7. Whale watching, Ilulissat and Disko Bay region. Whale watching here feels humbling, not theatrical. You wait quietly in open water until a massive shape rises beside the boat with no warning. The moment feels slow, heavy, and unmistakably real. There's no performance, just a brief overlap between your world and theirs. You don't chase the moment, you respect it. And if that still feels distant, the next place pulls you closer to everyday life. And if you want nature without leaving humanity behind, this is where it clicks. Number 8. Hiking Uummannaq Mountain in mid-July through August, northwest Greenland. Uummannaq Mountain feels quietly commanding. You hike upward as the town falls away below, rock and light shifting with each step. The climb asks for focus, not conquest, and the scale stays honest the entire way. Perspective comes from effort, not distance. You don't rush the ascent, you earn it. Now, let's let time loosen its grip. Discover Indigenous culture, Nuuk, southwest Greenland. Indigenous culture in Nuuk feels present, even when unspoken. You encounter it in sculpture, language, and quiet symbols shaped by sea and survival. One of the most powerful symbols is the Mother of the Sea sculpture, known as Sedna, rising from the water near the shoreline. Places like the Greenland National Museum, Nuuk Cathedral, and the Knud Rasmussen Museum ground those stories in memory, belief, and daily life. Meaning comes from continuity, not spectacle. You don't consume it, you acknowledge it. Now, let's let the land speak again. And finally, one experience that asks you to do almost nothing at all. Number 10. Northeast Greenland National Park, Northeast Greenland. You experience it through distance, vast ice fields, drifting sea ice, and wildlife that moves without awareness of borders. Polar bears, musk oxen, Arctic foxes, and seabirds inhabit a landscape shaped by cold, silence, and scale. Here, space itself becomes the defining feature. You don't explore it freely, you respect its limits. Now let's return to where people leave their mark. And now the question that actually matters. Are you the traveler who needs quiet so complete it settles inside your nervous system? Or the one who wants to stand somewhere so vast it humbles every assumption you carry? Because Greenland doesn't hand you one experience. It offers choices, and some of them only work if you arrive with the right pace. Come with the right expectations and enough space to let the land speak first. Before this becomes an itinerary, let it be a feeling. Which moment called you without explanation? Because Greenland isn't just being discovered, it's being noticed. And the way we choose to see it now matters, especially while the world is watching.